The tea that Japanese tea shops used to handle for domestic consumption is now being exported globally, so it's becoming scarce even in Japan. I think it's best if the organic products are easy for end users to use. For now, I'm considering expanding our product line with some powders. We are SONO, producing green tea in Japan. Today, I'd like to talk about what kind of demand there is for matcha, both in Japan and around the world. We'll be sharing more about tea from now on, so please subscribe to our channel. For us, Europe is the main market, but recently we've received a lot of orders from Asia, including Singapore, the Philippines, and Dubai. India is also expected to have significant consumption, and we've been getting inquiries from Indian companies as well. I've asked at trade shows how matcha is being used, and one common use is matcha latte. That's actually the main one. Instead of whisking and drinking matcha traditionally, making it into a latte to drink easily is something I've heard in many countries. Another use is consuming matcha like a supplement or herbal medicine, similar to how it's done in Japan. It's health conscious.
It seems to be a good fit with health conscious countries we mentioned earlier.
Like Finland.
Or Sweden.
Oh, the Nordics.
The Nordic countries, and also Australia.
Yeah.
Those places seem to have a strong health consciousness.
We've been practicing organic farming for nearly 30 years, so we hope to expand our organic matcha, green tea, and hojicha powders to countries with strong organic preferences and cultures. Also, it's chosen for its health benefits, but I've heard that matcha has become one of the world's top 3 flavors, and we promote it that way as well. It's often said that matcha has become one of the top 3 flavors in the confectionery world, along with chocolate and vanilla, and I promote it that way too. So, while a temporary big boom might decline a bit, I really feel that matcha has become one of the top 3 flavors in both the confectionery and beverage worlds when I look at domestic supermarkets. Is matcha necessary for that? We even see things like that popping up.
There, things like milk or the main ingredient make it milder. I think there is an element to it. It's delicious on its own, but matcha plays a role in making it a bit easier to eat and drink. Combining healthful elements with sweets might be a reason.
Could be. Also, I think the simple green color is easy on the eyes and calming for people. It probably does reduce guilt. I really shouldn't eat it, but I have a health checkup tomorrow. But if it's matcha chocolate, well. The US market is by far the largest for Japanese tea exports. Lately, even among all Japanese teas, matcha is making up a pretty big share. I haven't seen that data myself, but I think it's obvious that the US exports are the largest. Next are Germany, Taiwan, and other Asian countries, but the US is way ahead. It's probably Starbucks. Apparently that's the case. Now, companies that aren't even tea shops are opening matcha specialty stores in places like New York. Our domestic wholesale clients at SONO are expanding to New York, and every time I visit for an on-site inspection, there are more new matcha stores. It seems that either Americans or the city of New York itself really loves matcha. It's all about matcha lattes now. I've heard that coffee is quite big, but with global warming, coffee is no longer being produced in some of its original growing regions. The rising price of coffee beans and their scarcity is one of the factors. I read an article last week that Starbucks is closing down rapidly in the US. I think it's partly due to a decline in coffee demand and it not being seen as cool anymore.
Given this trend, I'm thinking about what kind of product development we should pursue.
Considering we've been doing organic farming for years now, we really want to focus on organics from our own organic farms as a major goal. I think it's best to offer organic products that are as hassle-free as possible for the end user. Currently, I'm thinking of launching a few powder-based products, like matcha, hojicha, offering different matcha grades, and even protein powders sound appealing. For this stick-type powder product, we're actually in talks with a manufacturer in Kumamoto for domestic sales. It's a company that makes what we call green tea in Japan. Today, I thought it might be a good idea to talk to them about making a version for overseas markets as well. As for matcha powder products, I think that in the future, times may change and loose leaf tea might be reconsidered. The entry point is matcha, or rather powder products. But once people start appreciating matcha and Japanese tea, they'll start to wonder how Japanese tea was originally consumed. As this becomes more known, making tea in a teapot will become the cool thing to do. Like the third wave of coffee with Blue Bottle. I think that phase might be coming. Right now I think things are different, with a strong focus on time efficiency, but such a time might come in the future. That's why we definitely want to continue with that cultivation.
Yes, indeed. That's really our strong point. Focusing on organic is part of it too.
Demand may be waning right now, but it's a culture we want to sustain for the long run. If we keep the tradition of using teapots alive, it might become the norm again someday. As for whether we have enough matcha right now, it seems we're definitely short. There's a shortage of matcha globally too, because what Japanese tea shops used to sell for domestic consumption is now being exported, leading to a shortage within Japan. The tea plant used for green tea and matcha is the same, so farmers decide whether to produce for matcha or green tea. Due to the high global demand for matcha, many are switching from producing green tea to matcha, which is the current situation this year. As a result, there's a severe shortage of green tea. The rarity value has increased tremendously, with prices for this season's autumn harvest being 6 to 7 times higher than usual. That's the price we wholesalers pay. By the time it reaches consumers, the price will be outrageous.
It's turning into a luxury beverage.
What used to be affordable tea leaves, like the 200-gram packs for 400 to 500 yen in supermarkets, have become luxury priced. The quality remains the same as before. I think it depends on the climate of the country. It's tough near the equator, after all. In Japan, the southernmost point is Tanegashima, and the northernmost is around Akita, I think. Even in Japan, there are places where you can and cannot grow it, but I think regions on the same latitude can generally produce it. Taiwan produces oolong tea, of course, and China makes Chinese tea, while Sri Lanka produces black tea. And India is also producing black tea. Moving forward, we intend to introduce our organic tea products, especially powders, to the global market, so you can look forward to seeing them soon.